Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? Let me know what you'd like.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Kalen. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the young lord from Highever I met earlier. I understand congratulations are in order.
Yeah, and I was just muted. Oh, that was fun. Oh well. Hello everybody. If there's any issue with volume and everything, please tell me, and I will try to correct it as we go. Still trying to get the hang of this. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from cover.
To flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
If it's not dangerous, I can do it myself.
No. It's best that you both go.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the Archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, Mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough! This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Kalen. A glorious moment for us all.
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
Where is this Tower of Ishal exactly?
The tower is on the other side of the gorge from the King's camp, the way we came when we arrived. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
Where will you be?
I will be fighting beside the King with the rest of the Grey Wardens. Again, at his request. We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
can we join the battle afterwards?
Stay with the Terran's men and guard the tower. If you are needed, we will send word.
What if the Archdemon appears?
We soil our drawers, that's what.
If it does, leave it to us. I want no heroics from either of you.
How much time do we
The
have?
battle is about to begin. Once I leave, move quickly. You'll have less than an hour.
I know what I have to do.
Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
And I think that's everything I can do for Alistair at the moment. The plan will work, Your Majesty.
Of course it will. The Blight ends here.
Let's cross the bridge and get to the Tower of Ishal.
Now what I want to know, because I did not see any siege weaponry in that cutscene, where are these giant flaming rocks coming from? I would have had like pit traps or something, trenches set up out there to like pitfall the Darkspawn. Like, buy a little bit more time before they actually fight.
Make it help us. They're everywhere.
You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? The tower, it's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
Sweet, I got a mage. Just making sure I grabbed everything. And I'm guessing I should probably put that helmet on Alistair now. Why cover up his perfectly coiffed hair? I think coiffed is the right word. By the way, time to kill someone.
Yes.
Okay, time to grab some loot. And to be a little bit of a fuck up. Damn. Oh well. Some death root. Oh, hello, Chest. And I think I can equip those boots.
Don't look now.
Damn it, puppy!
Yes.
Did my own mage set me on fire? Yes. That jerk. No, seriously, that jerk. Why the hell would he... Ooh, I hate it when mages... Oh. Wait, is friendly fire on in normal mode? I think it is.
Yes.
Success!
I don't use bows. Bows are useless until you get to later games. All ranged weapons are useless until the later games, really.
Maker's breath. What are these Darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the Horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here.
You could try telling them in the wrong place, Alistair.
Right, because clearly this is all just a misunderstanding. We'll laugh about this later. At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Taron Logain will be waiting for the signal.
Okay. I guess there aren't that many bodies.
It's done. Naturally.
Actually, Alistair, can you equip that steel chainmail?
Let's get on with it then.
Yes!
Moving on.
Sneaking around, and stun. Why have I never really used sneak before?
Reminds me of that time. Darkspawn, eh?
Good boy leveled up.
It's done. Naturally.
Logain better be ready to charge as soon as we light the signal. The king is depending on us.
Okay, there should have been no way for the Darkspawn to have had time to set this up.
More Darkspawn, eh?
Let's make this
More Darkspawn, eh?
Good boy has more puppy sound. Look at all these good boys.
Done.
Yeah.
Even more Darkspawn.
Oh, wait, crap. I never put on the status on my door. Oh, well then... Good thing we have a moment. What's up, Gadrick? Sorry I didn't see your message earlier. Not really paying attention to chat on my phone. Saw you streamed earlier. How did that go? Yeah, no problem, man. I wasn't doing anything. Figured I'd see what was going on, but if it was just a test stream, then cool. I did follow you. I followed you after you followed me. Figured might as well return the favor.
I think we work well together. Success!
Yeah. Got caught on geometry for a second. Now, Alistair, I'm going to ask you something really important when we get to this final fight. Let me have the cool moment. So let me make sure Alistair doesn't get... because I picked up another shield. Nope, the Shield of High is still best for Alistair. I don't remember Liliana's song DLC. I remember Witch Hunt.
And I'm off.
Okay, he hurts. Okay, so the mage stole the fucking moment. Fucking hell. Alistair, I do nothing quickly. And now we light the beacon.
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
I'm actually going to step away from Chell for a second.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
And reconnecting to Chell.
Your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
Okay, I'm extremely curious as to why I'm not curious. It's just gotta be an awkward moment for the player character to wake up naked or in their small clothes with the voice of Claudia Black. I remember you, the girl from the wilds.
I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue?
I remember being overwhelmed by the darkspawn.
Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
What happened to the Grey Wardens and the King?
All dead. Your friend has veered between denial and grief since Mother told him. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
Why does your mother want to see me?
I do not know. She rarely tells me her plans.
Okay, first question that should have been the player characters, or like an option to ask first, is where are my clothes? Were my injuries severe?
Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
What about Alistair? Is he alright?
He is, as you... I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish.
Very unkind. Those were his friends, you cold-hearted bitch.
And you think they would encourage his blubbering? If so, they are not the sort of Grey Wardens the legends note.
See, Gadrick, getting Morgan out of her... I was about to say clothes, but they're more of scraps of clothing comes later in the game. I have some questions if you don't mind.
I do not mind. Take your time.
Are we safe here? Where are the Darkspawn?
We are safe, for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the Darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it.
Why did your mother save us?
I wonder
How did
that
she save
myself.
us?
But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
I happen to be nobility, you know.
I stand corrected.
But seriously, how did she rescue us?
She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
Are there any survivors besides us?
Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now.
Why? What's happening?
Are you sure you want me to describe it?
I would not have asked if I didn't want to know.
I had a good view of the battlefield. 'Tis a grisly scene. There are bodies everywhere, and Darkspawn swarm them, feeding, I think. They also look for survivors and drag them back down beneath the ground. I cannot say why.
So those survivors could be rescued.
If you are willing to run into the midst of the Horde, perhaps.
I think I've asked
I
enough
agree.
questions.
'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
Oh, I didn't get to thank her.
Not
Healing.
happening.
Oh, that's a chest I
You
can't
must
get
speak
yet.
to Mother, then be gone. You have an army of Darkspawn to avoid, and 'twould be best to get an early start.
Thank you.
You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer.
I will
I
go
will
then.
stay and make something to eat.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
Okay, should we be cocky or should we be kind? Come on, Gadrick, you're the only one watching. I need your opinion. Cocky or kind? Eh. I'm not, thanks to Morgan's mother.
Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
I suppose we should thank you.
If you know what is good for you, I suppose you should.
Is there somewhere we can repay you?
All that I wish you to do is what you are meant to do. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
Except that we don't know the political situation. Of course not.
We were fighting the Darkspawn. The king had nearly defeated them. Why would Loghain do this?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
What is this archdemon exactly?
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by Darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
What could the Terran hope to gain by betraying the king?
The throne? He's the Queen's father. Still, I can't see how he'll get away with murder.
You speak as if he would be the first king to gain his throne that way. Grow up, boy.
If Al-Eamon knew what he did, he would never stand for it. The Landsmeet would never stand for it. There would be civil war.
Al-Eamon? The Earl of Redcliffe?
I suppose. Al-Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Keep in mind that Loghain was also an honorable man. And so was all Rendin Howe, and he murdered my family.
The Owl would never do what Tairn Loghain did. I know him too well. I still don't know if Al-Eamon's help would be enough. He can't defeat the Darkspawn horde by himself.
We need the rest of the Grey Wardens.
I don't know how to contact them, or if they're even on their way. We need to do something now.
You have more at your disposal than you think.
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Why not? Isn't that what Grey Wardens do? We're heroes. Heroes do amazing things.
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
I don't suppose you could offer any more help.
Now that you mention it, I do have one more thing to offer.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
Thank you, but if Morgan doesn't wish to join us...
Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the Horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Is this your idea all along?
Pardon me, but I had the impression that you two needed assistance. Whatever the form.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I... understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
She won't come to harm with us.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. 'Tis not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
Actually, I have some questions.
I may have answers. Ask.
How are we going to get past the Darkspawn?
The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
I don't sense any Darkspawn.
You won't right away. No. It takes time. We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. It is important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in.
Sorry about that. The Darkspawn are camped further into the forest?
They come from underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated.
Tell me about this village to the north.
It is a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your Imperial Highway where travelers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
What skills do you have exactly?
I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
Never mind him, you don't have to cook.
You missed your chance. Now it's charred rabbit from here on out.
One second. I have no more
Farewell,
questions.
Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Don't like how she told Morgan to have fun. And now for equipment. And over. Damn. One more time. One more time, and then I leave. I might be a little bit of a klepto Dedrick. Okay, moving on. Before Flemeth decides that boss fight should happen sooner rather than later.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your Lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Did I just get spammed by a fucking bot?
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banorn will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Van Tegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Van Tegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, your Majesty?
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. I guess that fellow is the leader.
They don't look much like them others. You know, maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
You should listen to your friend. We're not refugees.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Heinrich. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
Forget it, I'm not paying.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
You can certainly try.
Well, this is going nowhere. Let's finish this, gents.
Oh, great.
All right, we surrender. We're just trying to get by before the Darkspawn get us all.
Get by, you're a criminal.
Yes, I'm a criminal. I admit it. I apologize.
I want some questions
Well,
answered.
what could I tell you? We aren't even from these parts.
What exactly have you been doing?
Well, watching for folks fleeing from the south. Chasing from the wilds and farmholders, mostly. There aren't soldiers here anymore, so we help ourselves. We try not to hurt anyone too much.
Grell, I never pay bandits. Ever. Especially when they immediately jump to fighting me. What's going on in Lothering?
It's packed full. The band took his men north with Tairn Loghain, so there's no one looking out for it except a few Templars at the Chantry. Well, I was just trying to feed my family, you know?
Have you heard about any survivors from the battle?
Couple, maybe. A group of wounded ash warriors came by earlier. Got right out of their way.
And you didn't get out of my way. Huh. What news have you heard?
Everyone's saying how the Grey Wardens betrayed the king during the Darkspawn fight. Got him and themselves killed. Tairn Loghain pulled out just in time. First thing he's doing as regent is putting a bounty on Grey Wardens.
I'm done asking questions.
Well, then let me go!
I'm turning you into the authorities. I might be a thief. Yeah, no, I'm just turning you in. I don't want the competition.
There aren't any. Just the Templars, and they'll execute me.
They'll do what they must. Come with me. Wonder if I could convince them to follow me. Yeah, I could use some bandits helping me in this war.
What, are you joking, right? I could never be a soldier.
Or you can die,
I'm not
your
going
choice.
down without a fight.
Yes. Go. All right. Yes.
Why does everybody in this game seem to have some type of British accent? I don't know. Okay, actually, before we go on, time to take a look at my journal a little bit for quests. Blight. All of Redcliffe. Seek out Orleman. Alistair thinks that you should seek out the help of Orleman. Gwerin, the Earl of Redcliffe. Orleman is a highly respected noble and has a great deal of influence in the Landsmeet. Alistair believes that he will certainly aid you once he learns about Logain's betrayal. A paragon of her kind. I don't like that mission. Gain Orzamar's aid in battling the Blight. You need to travel deep underground to the fabled dwarven city of Orzammar to earn the trust of her king and dwarven troops for your kingdom. But how is it fabled? We know where it is. Nature of the beast. Gain the cooperation of the Dalish clans. The wandering Dalish elves, if brought together, are a force to be reckoned with. While they remain suspicious of outsiders, they may still honor the old Grey Warden treaties. Go to the Dalish elves and seek their help to fight the Blight. Broken Circle. Gather the mages of the Circle for your army. Circle of Magi is a group of powerful mages. If you can enlist their help, they will prove formidable against the Darkspawn. Circle Tower is situated on Lake Calenhad. Lothering in the Imperial Highway. Rest and resupply. You have arrived in Lothering and may rest and resupply here. Past the village lies the Imperial Highway, the road that runs through all of Ferelden. The highway will take you to the various places you need to go. Redcliffe, the Brisilian Forest, the Circle of Magi Tower, and the Dwarven City of Orzammar. Missions in Lothering. A fallen Templar. You found the body of a Templar slain by bandits. His corpse has been picked clean of everything save a note in a locket. Perhaps the locket will mean something to someone back in Lothering. DLC, Soldier's Pass. Journey to Soldier's Pass, where a troubled merchant awaits with a deal that may just be too good to be true. So much stuff to sell. Wait a minute. Morgan, why aren't you wearing shoes?
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing?
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
What do you want to talk about, Alistair?
His navel, I suspect. He certainly has been contemplating it for long enough.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
I love these two. We need to hear some news before we can decide.
But we need to decide what our general plan is for afterwards, don't we? I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them?
No, not yet.
There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Orleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Is there a way to contact the Grey Wardens?
Short of leaving Ferelden to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away.
What do you think we should do, Morgan?
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Logain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
Why are you leaving this up to me, Alistair?
Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Our Lehman is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
Then we need to find these people.
I can give you directions, if you like.
Where do we find All Lehman?
He'll be at Castle Redcliffe, in the far western part of Ferelden, next to the mountain passes. If he isn't there, someone will be able to tell us where he is.
Where will we find the Dalish Elves?
If we head eastward, towards the Brazilian forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully, they will still be there.
Where do we find the dwarves?
We would need to speak to their king in Orzammar. That means heading west into the Frostback Mountains, which won't be easy.
Where do we find the Circle of Magi?
That will be at their tower on Lake Calenhard to the north. We'll be looking for the first enchanter, whoever that is.
Where would Loghain be exactly?
If he isn't out in the field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course.
Oh, we're going to Denerim. I don't need any more directions.
Then you have a plan.
I'm ready to get going.
Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Swipe. Should I rob the refugees? Let's rob some refugees. Okay. Damn. Yes, I'm a little bit of a klepto, don't judge me.
If you will indulge me.
Do I have a choice?
Of the two of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here? I find it curious that you allow another to lead while you follow.
You find that curious, do you?
In fact, you defer to a new recruit. Is this the policy of the Grey Wardens, or simply a personal one?
What do you want to hear? That I prefer to follow? I do.
You sound so very defensive.
Couldn't you crawl into a bush somewhere and die? That would be great, thanks.
Alright, yeah, I don't know why I tried. I know they have nothing.
You don't look like the other folk fleeing the south. Were you in the battle?
What makes you think that?
You don't look chastened, so you're not from the wilds. And you're not a farmer. I'd guess you saw some fighting.
Oh, me being covered in the blood of those bandits up there doesn't give me away. It's not important.
I suppose it's not.
I have some questions.
Can't promise I'm going to answer them.
What's going on
What
here?
isn't? We got chastened barbarians in every farmholder south of Calenhard running from the Darkspawn. Not that they'll be safe here with the army gone.
Who's in charge of the village?
You could talk to the Elder, though she's got her hands full getting everyone on their way. For now, most folks go to Sir Bryant. He's head of the Chantry's Templars.
You don't have a ruling lord?
He's gone to war and taken all his soldiers, leaving us to fend for ourselves. There's not going to be much left when he returns, if he returns.
Oh, sweet, I got another viewer. What's up, dude? Are those bandits always outside the village?
What? You mean they're gone?
Yeah, I drove them off. Ignore the bodies I left up there.
Well, goody for you. Now there's no one to drive off the blighted refugees. Sir Brian'll be glad, though. He's been talking about offering a reward for anyone who'd run them out. Don't let me
I
stop
should
you.
go. Fuck you, dude. Refugees are people who need help.
Who are you? Can you protect us?
Where's that farmer? I'm gonna rob that farmer. For all of 49 copper.
You there. If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you. There's none to be found.
Is that Kay from fucking Destiny 2?
Move on if you can. Lothering's lost.
It is. Kay's an NPC character in charge of the EDZ in Destiny 2. That is the same voice actor. What do you mean, Lothering's lost?
We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we Templars can barely keep order. You'd be better off elsewhere, my friend.
Thanks for the warning.
Best of luck, wherever you might go.
Refugees. Refugee. I'm gonna rob the Templar.
Going.
Sweet, what I get. It does not look like anything of any actual importance. Yeah, nothing of any importance.
It's just a guess, but I'm thinking everyone in Lothering is aware of the approaching Darkspawn horde.
Rodman.
Greetings to you, good sir. If it isn't too much to ask, might you spare some bread or anything?
What happened to you?
We thought it would be safer in Lothering, that the Terran would bring his soldiers here. But bandits attacked us and took everything. Our food, our clothes, my daughter's pet lamb. Nobody cares about a few elves. Can you help us?
I met those bandits. They're dead now.
You killed them?
That's wonderful news. Perhaps our belongings are still there.
I can't thank you enough, friend. Even if we don't get everything back, it's good to know others will be safe.
Is everybody just going to ignore the fact that I got blood splatter all over me? Like, I'm fine with that being ignored, but still. Little boy.
Have you seen my mother?
You poor thing. Did you and your mother get separated?
Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her.
Do you know where your father
He
is?
went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back.
Come with me. I'll help you look for your mother.
Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village.
Go to the Chantry. Somebody will take care of you. There's priests and knights
I will,
there.
but only if I don't find Mother first. You're a really nice man, kind of like Father. I should go look for Mother now.
That child is a very bad voice actor.
Think that we wouldn't just back off.
Damn it!
What I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman?
Get rid of the tiny part and I'll consider it.
I'm not the only one with some business sense.
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
Don't you think you're being unscrupulous?
Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving.
Think you can compromise and still make a profit, no?
Perhaps. If that woman agrees I'm allowed to charge something.
Do what you must, so long as the prices do not beggar the needy.
Fine, fine, done. And since you don't look too needy, normal prices for you.
So, we have come to solve every squabble in the village personally. My, but the Darkspawn will be impressed.
Thank you for your generous assistance. May the Maker watch over your path.
I don't care about your disapproval, Morgan. As for you, I'm robbing you.
Over with.
Okay, now we can
suppose
do
you're looking
business.
to buy something. All right. Just don't buy everything up.
Sell. Sell, sell. Sell, sell. Ooh, dwarven sword. Same strength as mine. It'd be better for Alistair. Gonna hold off on that for the moment.
The Chanters are still operating their board. Now that's dedication.
The legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts. Please, you're scaring the children. Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands. There! One of their minions is already amongst us. This man bears their evil stench. Can you not see the vile blackness that fills him?
Ignore, is no one going to shut this madman up?
Be my guest. I've no urge to try out that axe of his.
I watch the Black Horde descend on my people. Darkness swallowed the marshes whole. This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us.
That's enough. This ends now.
Do not touch me! You bring evil and destruction! It is the end!
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us.
There's always hope. Muster your courage.
You're right. We can't give up.
But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim.
Do. Nobody question that. Some...
If you seek refuge in the Chantry, there's simply no room left.
Do I look like a refugee to you?
So many are coming to Lothering. I make no assumptions. Priests are within if you seek to offer devotion to the Maker, however. May he protect us all.
Have you heard any
Not
news?
since Tairn Logain passed by with his army. It's a shame about the king. But with the Darkspawn coming, few can think of anything else.
Do you know where these bandits... Did you know there were bandits on the highway?
Did you drive them off? Well, Sir Bryant will appreciate that.
Goodbye.
Make her watch over you.
Refugee.
There's word of
Ooh, farmer.
stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon them. That is all. May the Maker have mercy on us.
I will talk to you in a second, Sir Bryant. After I rob you.
Yes? Who might you be?
You can call me Wilhelm.
I am Sir Bryant, commander of Lothering's remaining Templars. You don't seem like the other refugees. Are you one of Arl Eamon's knights?
Do many of his knights come here?
Some have in recent days. Arl Eamon has fallen ill, and his knights are on a quest for the sacred urn filled with Andraste's ashes, said to cure any malady. He must be very ill if they chase miracles as the only cure. One of the Arl's knights, Sir Donnell, is here searching for fantasies while... Never mind. Ask him if you care about this foolishness.
Hold on. You're a Templar, a soldier/warrior for the Church, and you think the Church's stories are fantasies and wild legends. About those bandits outside the village.
Maker's breath, how many times must we drive them off?
They won't bother you again. I killed them.
All of them? By yourself?
It's true. I saw it from my post. It was over so fast, we didn't even have time to get over there.
Sad that it needed to come to that. But then they asked for it. Will you accept a small reward for your service?
I could keep an eye out for trouble for the right pay.
I wish I could afford such help, to be truthful. Take your reward, at any rate. It is all I have to offer. If it interests you, there is a Chanters board outside full of quests that need doing. The Chanters even offer pay for some of them. Now, unless there's something else you need.
I need information.
If the matter is important, certainly.
Have you heard any recent news?
Other than the Darkspawn horde bearing down on us, none of it is good. Tairn Logain is set to declare himself king, I hear. Disaster piled on disaster.
King Kaelin had no heir.
None that we know of. Tairn Logain has no legitimate claim on the throne. He may be a hero, and his daughter may be queen, but he is a commoner, and the king's corpse is barely cold. If Arl Eamon was able to intervene, perhaps it would not have gone this far. I do not care who takes the throne. Only fools fight over who owns a cottage while it burns down around them. Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
refugee, Templar. No, no, no. Damn it, stop going forward. Sir Donald. You have pockets that can be picked.
Who?
Now I can talk to you.
I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Turn Logain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Logain straight soon enough.
So you're here looking for the Urn of Sacred Ashes, then?
I am indeed. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness. But I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
I was hoping to meet with Arl Eamon, in fact. Shit.
Why is that, if I may ask?
We need his help against Tan Logain.
I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Tan Logain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Tan has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern.
Do you have any
Arl
advice?
Eamon were well, I have little doubt he would assist you. My quest, however, remains the same.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could.
Your friend, Sir Henrik, is dead. I, have something of his.
What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
I dealt with the bandits that killed him.
Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
So your quest for the ashes brought you here.
I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact, but my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales. With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, good sir. You have been most helpful.
And when the Maker spoke, a chant of light scattered in the darkness. Word is...
Don't think so.
Let those who seek redemption be delivered. Let those who have sinned be forgiven.
I'm scared.
Please.
I want to go
We
home.
came here to
I want to
get
go
away
home.
from the fighting.
Moving on.
And then shall the Maker return to us. And then shall the Maker return to the Black City in heaven. And light make it pure. Humble. Let all repeat the chant of light.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with the Red novel at the moment.
Dispels the darkness upon us. And when the Maker...
So I take it you did not enjoy your Templar training?
Sorry about that.
That's directed at me, I take it.
Do you see any others about who have failed at their religious instruction?
I didn't fail. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens.
And if you had not been recruited, what would have happened instead?
I would have turned into a drooling lunatic, slaughtered the Grand Cleric, and run through the streets of Denham in my small clothes, I guess.
Your self-awareness does you credit.
I thought you'd like that.
And picking your... oh, yay.
What do you need?
No, not you.
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps?
I'm quite familiar with traps and the like.
I would happily pay you to make some. There's wood and nails and other goods around the village and the forest. But you probably already know that. Sorry. Come back if you make some.
Three spring traps. Okay, I can do that. Oh, damn it.
Did you make any traps?
I have the traps for you.
What a relief. Thank you, stranger.
Good boy leveled up.
Have a care where your eyes linger, Alistair.
Yes, well, don't worry. It's not what you think.
I see.
I was looking at your nose.
And what is it about my nose that captivates you so?
I was just thinking that it looks exactly like your mother's.
I hate you so much.
Hmm? What?
Never mind.
So, there is a theory out there that I don't know if it has been confirmed by BioWare and other Dragon Age stuff that I have not yet read or gone through. But, there's a theory out there that I heard about who Morgan's father is.
It's dark. Naturally.
Morgan's father is the father of the protagonist of Dragon Age 2, according to one theory. I don't know if it has been confirmed or not. But I just find that interesting. And I'm wondering how Flemeth swung that deal.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
Actually, I was more hoping I could help you.
Don't need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
I don't, but my friend does.
You may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
Alright, time to go to the inn to find...
Did you speak to that knight yesterday? Said he was from Redcliffe.
He talked to everyone in the tavern. How are we supposed to know where the urn of sacred ashes is? Might as well ask us how to get to the moon.
He said that all the Redcliffe knights were looking for it, as if they didn't have anything better to do. I don't get it.
Well, look what we have here, then. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Logain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about a fellow by this very description? And everyone said they hadn't seen him.
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
Let's talk about things before... Let's talk about this before things get out of hand.
I doubt he would listen. He blindly...
I am not the blind one. I served at Ostagar, where the Tern saved us from the Grey Warden's treachery. I serve him gladly. Enough talk! Take the Warden into custody. Kill this sister and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right.
Why do you gotta kill the nun?
Time for more practice.
All right.
food.
All right, you've won. We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
They aim to butcher us. They deserve no
Please
mercy.
wait!
They have surrendered. They were no match for you. Let them be.
They were going to kill
But they
us.
failed, and I do not wish death on anyone.
Then they can take a message to Logain.
What do you want to tell him?
He'll pay for what he's done. We're coming for him.
I'll tell him right away. Now, thank you.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
So I see. Where does a sister learn to fight like that?
I wasn't born in the Chantry, you know. Many of us had more colorful lives before we joined. Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was.
What does that mean?
I joined the Chantry to live a life of religious contemplation. But I am no priest, not even an initiate.
And is there something you wanted from me?
Those men said you're a Grey Warden. You will be battling the Darkspawn, yes? That is what Grey Wardens do. I know after what happened, you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
Why? So eager to come with me?
The Maker told me to.
Can you elaborate?
I know that sounds absolutely insane, but it's true. I had a dream. A vision.
More crazy? I thought we were all full up.
Look at the people here. They are lost in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos, will spread. The Maker doesn't want this. What you do, what you are meant to do, is the Maker's work. Let me help.
Very well, I will not turn away help when it's offered.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I
Shut up,
appreciate
Morgan.
being given this chance. I will not let you down.
Okay, good boy.
Indeed.
Blackstone
As
liaison.
I live and breathe, you're the Grey Warden everyone's been talking about.
Is there something I can do for
I
you?
represent the Blackstone Irregulars. We're a mercenary company that fell on hard times after the war with Orlais. I'm sure you know that times are getting worse every day. With your help, the Irregulars could be of use to Ferelden once more.
How can I be of service?
Our leaders thought you might be willing to help. Each of our posts in Ferelden will contain letters addressed to you. Unlike most who work with us, you're getting letters straight from Raelnor and Tauran, our leaders. I hope this tells you how highly the Irregulars regard the Grey Wardens.
I'll take
Thank
a look.
you. When you've completed a mission, just return to me or any of our members stationed at an Irregulars post. We'll make sure your efforts are rewarded. Maker's blessings light your path.
I'm scared.
I'm done.
When are we going home?
Yeah. Alright, let's talk to the dude who wants the poison. Actually, let's rob the dude who wants the poison first.
Huh.
We were lucky. We had the coin to pay the toll to those bandits.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
Know of any well-paying work in Lothering?
Check the chanter's board by the chantry. There's good jobs there. No, Don't suppose you know anything about, poison?
Maker's blood, why do you need poison?
My farm is far from town, and I'm not embarrassed to say I'm nervous about darkspawn. I've got some traps around the place. I've heard the poison hurts them beasties just as good as anybody else.
What if some refugees trigger your
Well,
trap?
then those bleeding sad sots should stay off my land, eh? Besides, these days, any folk out at night is more than like to slit your throat. Can you make poison or not?
I've dabbled.
I figured if I kept asking, I'd find someone. I'd pay good coin for some simple poison. Something to slow them beasties down or make them think twice.
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks. I might have some ingredients in stock. Don't really know what you need.
Let me see what you got. Okay. Sell, 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 sell. Get sold. I still have to update Liliana, but... Alright. Let's do some jobs around Lothering.
So, Terran Loghain is the new regent? Isn't that a good thing?
I heard that he may have had something to do with King's death.
How dare you accuse me of thievery? I saw you take the supplies from my car. Your grassland eyes
Yeah,
are in
moving on. Oh, look, Sten.
Was it? Ban Kyun. You aren't one of my captors. I will not amuse you any more than I have the other humans. Leave me in peace.
Gotta get into equipment. What are you?
A prisoner. I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry.
The revered mother said he slaughtered an entire family, even the children.
It is as she says. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
I would have named you Anakin Skywalker for murdering children. I'm Wilhelm, pleased to meet you.
You mock me. Or you show manners I have not come to expect in your lands. Though it matters little now, I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? And wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my
What's going
fate.
on with my head? Find myself in need of skilled help.
No doubt. What help do you seek?
I am sworn to defend the land against the Blight. Grey Wardens!
The Blight? Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Yes, I am.
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Well, fuck you. The revered mother let you free.
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance, it seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here. Farewell, then.
For now.
To be left here to starve? Or to be taken by the Darkspawn? No one deserves that. Not even a murderer.
Now let's see. Which one first? Yes. Get you Let's grab some glory! Not bad! All right, let's go!
Actually, poison making. I need more flasks.
Your wish?
I need more flasks. Ah, damn it. If I had the dog, something would happen there.
Be careful! Let's end
Grab some glory!
It's your time to die!
Crap, oh crap.
And I'm off. All right. Okay. I'm going to take a nap. Hope that's okay. Success! Whew.
Alistair, you are not allowed to die.
Light-headed.
Gee, I wonder where he got all that stuff from.
Yes. All right. And I'm on. Not bad.
Enough! Let's end this! Push them back! Come and get it!
Going. Now this should be fun. Ha!
Alright, any more bodies? Any more bodies? Oh look, more bodies to make.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Now let's see.
We are not
Which one
alone.
first? All right.
Listen, Gadget. Morgan needs some type of armor. Can't have her going into this battle naked.
Disarm yourself! I never liked this part.
How about you then? All right. Yes.
Right then. That's a lot of blood.
Yeah, we're all covered in it. I don't understand why we all get splattered in blood every time we fight. Doesn't make any sense.
Moving on.
Anyway.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods?
Yes, I
This
did.
will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
Yep, and I sold you 3 of my potions, so I'm going to go and buy me some.
So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And
That's the
besides,
class.
isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a...
Need toxin
Let's
extract.
have a
Okay.
drink since we've stopped.
To you, perhaps, you would find the moss growing upon a path of...
Sorry, I don't really care for best attack, lost keepsake. Okay, so go in there, buy some toxin extract from him if he has it.
How is it that
Make the poison, sell him the poison, finish the quest, get experience, send it to the Chantry to free Sten.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
Show me what you got. You don't have toxin extract. I need the toxin extract. Why don't you have toxin extract? Why do you suck? I'm kidding, you don't suck. I think toxin extract I have to hunt down the spiders for. Listen, Gadrick, if putting clothes on Morgan is the possible worst thing I could do in this game, I would be happy. But no, you can do worse. I will avoid doing worse.
You do not truly think I look as my mother does, do you?
Have you really been thinking about that all this time?
I am simply curious.
And not insecure in the slightest, I'm sure.
I think I look nothing like her.
I don't know. Give it a few hundred years and it'll be a spot-on match.
I said that I look nothing like her.
All right, got it. Totally different. I see that now.
Huh. Don't suppose you're all right.
Alright, time to go talk to the revered mother. Then I'll get Stan in my party, and then I will swap out Liliana for Good Boy.
Good day, Sister Liliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
I do not recognize your companion. Greetings. Will you be making a donation to the Chantry? Our need has never been greater.
I have nothing to offer.
I understand. Not all are wealthy enough to spare even a few coins for the Maker's favor. What can I do for you, then?
You're right, Good Boy cannot pick locks, but Wilhelm can. I want to talk about Sten, the Kunari you imprisoned.
It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
I want him freed. I might have a use for him.
Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
I was thinking you might release him into my
And
custody.
what do you say on this, Liliana? You know your friend better than I.
These
We just
are
met.
unusual times, Your Reverence. With us, the Kunari might do some good. I am sure of it, in fact.
Were things not so desperate? Very well, I trust you. Take these keys to his cage and make her watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
Alright, now let's get that key
What
to
can I
that
do for you now?
other box. I am a Grey Warden. I need your
A
help.
Grey Warden? Here? Oh dear. You put me in a difficult position. You must know that Tairn Loghain declared the Grey Wardens to be outlaws.
So I've heard, but it is Loghain who betrayed the king.
Tairn Loghain? That is as hard for me to believe as his condemnation of the Wardens. There is a price on your head. Lay low, and I promise to keep your presence a secret. That is the best I can do. Now, if there is nothing else...
Can you provide any help to the Grey Wardens at all? As I am standing here heavily armed and armored and covered in blood.
I cannot help you without risking the safety of this village and chantry. The best I can do is keep your presence a secret. I am sorry. Now, if there is nothing else...
Perhaps I should
May
go.
the Maker guard you, Grey Warden.
Fuck you. I am going to try to rob you. I am going full klepto.
Huh.
Damn it.
Yes? What can I do for you?
I have a letter for you from the Blackstone Irregulars.
I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my sister. Sure, sign the paper, she said. You'll enjoy some coin now, but they'll be back. I guess I'll see you on the front lines.
Are you daft?
Somebody has that key. Was it Sir Brian?
Hello again. What can I do for you?
Hoping you can help me. I'm a Grey
I
Warden.
see. That is certainly worthy of notice. Tairn Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the king's death. You know this, I hope.
The Grey Wardens did no such thing.
I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Tairn claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case.
Is there any other help you can offer?
I cannot openly help you, I fear, but... Here, take this key.
That was it, he had it.
It opens the large cabinet on the far wall. There is more there than we can carry when we evacuate, so take what you need.
I should
Travel
go.
safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
Taking everything I can carry. And then some.
I'm done.
Ooh. I don't think I can equip those. Yeah. I don't think I was supposed to get those this early on. In fact, I don't remember finding any of the ancient elven armor until I got to the forest. Anyway, let's go get Sten. Swap out Alistair for Sten for fighting the bears. And then...
a witch of the Kukari Wilds. They also say that washing your feet in winter makes you catch cold in the head, but we all know that is not true. But sometimes... they are right. And they are right in this.
You wish something more of me?
I have the key to open your cage.
I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it.
She agreed to release you into my custody.
So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight.
Very well, I'll let you out.
So it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
Thank you, Stan. Glad to have you with us.
May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
Blood and damnation.
Yes.
No, back. Just because then I get to summon animals! Good boy. And as for Sten, you get a great sword. That. Excellent. And a medallion.
Might be a nice health in it for us.
Oh yay, time to kill some wolves.
Yes.
Shit.
Yes.
I did not get to it in time. Two canine companions!
Kill them, and let's be on our way.
Yes.
Besides, Gadrick, I don't need to pick any locks. I've picked all the locks already. All the locks.
Yes?
And bears. Quest updated. Alright. Let's go this way because there should be spiders there.
No, this should be fun. All right.
If I could hit by like 10 webs. That's right, I could have grabbed the toxin extract here. Alright, back down, turn in missions, and turn in the toxin to the poison to the one dude. Get my gold from the chanter.
What's to be done?
And then I think we're just gonna leave. Unless the chanter's board has anything else for us.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
I have what you asked for.
Splendid! If those beasties come on my land, I hope it teaches them a lesson. Yeah, it's enough gold to cover any of your expenses and then some, hey?
I mean, 75 silver ain't that much. In comparison to, you know, just getting a buttload of gold.
Did you see the new
That you end up getting an Inquisition. Alright.
Why are you here?
Excuse me?
Obviously you are no priestess, but shouldn't you be running a shop or a farm somewhere rather than fighting?
You think to tell me my place, Kunari? You are very brave.
It is not done.
But it is done. Do not be such a blind fool.
I speak the truth. It is not I who is blind.
Look around you, then. You see women throughout this land, fighters and mages both.
That has yet to be proven.
Which, that they fight, or that they are female?
Either.
So I am not truly a woman to you, hmm? It is good to know.
Oh, crap. Aggressiveness of the Kunari.
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
Alright. No more quests. Let me make sure I got everything in Lothering. Got him. Alright, that was everything, I think. Alrighty, let's go north. I think that's, yeah, this is north.
Someone help us!
All right.
Oh, that's right, I was going, my work disappeared.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
Just how obliged
You
exactly?
want a reward, eh? I suppose that's an entirely reasonable request. How does 100 silver sound? I was going to use that to fix up the cart, but quite frankly, I'll be grateful enough that my son and I come out of this with our heads.
Keep your money, I don't need it.
Then I suppose we're doubly fortunate, aren't we? The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
I want to keep on Bodan's good side. I don't know what happens if I don't have him. I doubt you want to travel with the Grey
Grey
Warden.
Wardens? My, that does rather explain a lot. No offense, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune, though.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
And, kind of wanted to start the Denham stuff at the moment. At least, like, go there to get the side missions before tonight's over and done with. But it is Saturday, I could just keep going. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. That was creepy.
Bad dreams, huh?
Seemed so real.
Well, it is real. Sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
Why didn't Duncan just tell everyone that?
He did. He said he felt the Archdemon's presence. Everyone just assumed he was guessing. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too.
Are there any other surprises I should know about?
Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Enchantment. Soldier's Peak. His confidant. Good boy, what do you got? What do you got for me, good boy?
Oh, why, you little...
What?
Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
Don't go near a dog's food, dumbass. Just a warning, he could have taken your hand off.
Don't you think I don't know it? Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Dude, Gadrick, dogs are the best thing in the world.
I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh. Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
I'd never feed you another human being, good boy.
It's not cannibalism if he's eating it, you know.
Yes, I love that dog. The Mabari is the best thing to ever happen to Dragon Age. I'm very upset that you don't get one in Inquisition.
Oh, look at what your fool dog placed in my pack. A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
It's a thought that counts. He means well.
Dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
You heard the lady.
I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
I think you hurt his feelings.
Oh, he's just trying to be manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
Alright. One more time with good boy. Watch standing, good boy.
You are a true warrior and worthy of respect.
Good boy, good. Trying to find a way through the earth, are we? It's gonna take some time, man. Oh, good luck with that. Do it again. Pet, good boy. Alright, moving on. Alistair, let's talk to you.
What do you need?
Do you want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
He was like a father to you, I understand.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the blight and everything. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize, dude.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
He had you.
I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him, in the battle. I feel like I abandoned him.
I'm sorry about that. I understand completely.
Of course. I'd be dead then, wouldn't I? It's not like that would make him happier. I think he came from High Ever, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
My entire family was murdered just recently by a man I planned to stick a knife into his back.
Oh, of course. How stupid of me to forget. Here I am going on and on about Duncan, and you... I am so sorry. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
We'll go to High Ever together when you feel like going for Duncan's thing.
I'd like that. So would he, I think.
Alright, time to talk to fake French accent girl.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
This vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
And then?
When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
And this made you want to help me.
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a Blight to stop.
Alright, let's go talk to Levy Dryden.
You're a hard man to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
Dryden's a black name. Your family lost its land and titles.
But Tairn Cousland's son should be well aware that in politics things are seldom as they seem. Say what you will of my family, we are ardent Warden supporters and have been since the beginning. But here I am carrying on while you have a Blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on, his pledge fulfilled.
What promise did Duncan make to you?
Well, as you know, my family's name is mud around noble circles. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden Commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
What happened
Hard
next?
to say. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
I'm surprised you kept your name.
Our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the Blight. We're not ashamed of that.
So what favor did you ask of Duncan?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour.
Never even heard of Soldier's Peak.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Ireland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour.
Why didn't Duncan help you?
Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new Wardens and meeting with good King Caelan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostagar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance.
Your family's faith will be rewarded. I will help you.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together. Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennick, at your service, once again. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Have you been following me?
I can see why you might be suspicious, being a Grey Warden and all. Were I in your shoes, I would feel the same way. Trust me when I say that my encountering you here was serendipity and nothing more. I travel a lot, so I'm bound to meet everyone on the road eventually. If you prefer, I'll take my boy and be on my way. But regretfully, you're the safest spot on this road, without a doubt.
What are you selling
Anything,
exactly?
everything, but all of the finest quality. No cheap trinkets here. And my boy Sandal happens to be a bit of a hand with enchantments. Oh, yes. Sadly, it also makes us a target for bandits and the like. If there were spare hands to hire as guards, I would have done so long ago. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
When did I get that? Backpack. Okay, so... What? No. So you get that. Wilhelm gets Oathkeeper. Then you get to steal longsword.
Hello.
Sandal.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
What enchantments does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Sorry, trying to fix something real quick here. There it goes. I want some enchantment. Oathkeeper. Electricity! Yee. Alright, Morgan. Let's do this floating.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you
If
something.
you must.
Flemeth really what she seems to be?
Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
An old woman?
Oh, she is certainly old. Have no mistake of that. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience.
I didn't even know there was such a thing. Oh, I've heard a little of it. Yeah, let's go with that. I've heard a little bit of it.
No doubt such a tale has mutated much over time and telling. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
That sounds interesting.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful. A fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her.
Just how long ago is this?
Many centuries. Before this land was even named Ferelden. The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the Bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord, who looked on from afar. Lord Conabar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed.
Flemeth must have been angry.
The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conabar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
So she truly loved Osen,
That was not
then.
the point. Conabar had no honor, so she would not have him. Flemeth begged the spirits to aid her, and 'twas they who slew Conabar. The demon the legend tells of came later. Lord Conabar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
Which she never invaded, or he never defeated
The
her?
truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
The legend tells of Flemeth having many
You
daughters.
ask if I have sisters. I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds, after all, not just the one. And these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed. So, should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too.
Why would she refuse to speak
The
of them?
Chastened tell of a falling out between Flemeth and her daughters. They say that one day she hunted them all through the wilds and ate their hearts. It may be true. I have never seen another witch or heard of one. Perhaps one day Flemeth will eat my heart as well.
How is it that Flemeth has survived for so long?
The demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps some would say. I know not. I only know my mother is clever, and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal. She bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough to find her.
Do you believe her version?
I do not believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has colored her memories. But on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all.
Interesting story. Thank you.
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
I love my mother. What else do you need to know?
Nothing. I wish to know nothing more. I find myself a little envious, to tell the truth. But it matters not. Let us move on. What do you wish of me? If you
I'd like to
must.
ask you something. Have you ever been hunted by the Chantry?
You are very cute to ask so many questions.
And you are cute when you're evasive.
Really? Perhaps we should be wrapped in ribbons and adorned with flowers. So cute are we, too. My mother has been hunted from time to time, yes, by Templar fools like Alistair, which should tell you how successful they generally were. Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more.
You really had no trouble with them.
I am unsure. I was too young to understand, and perhaps 'twas bravado on Flemeth's part, or perhaps she was merely amused. I will never know. Flemeth would warn them, once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed. And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait. A little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom.
Did you actually kill them all?
Me? No, I never did any of the killing, until later. And even then, Flemeth was a glutton for that sort of thing. Thankfully, the wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere, and we would be lost within the forest once again. I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum.
What exactly is an apostate?
You do not know? The Zealots use that word for any magic they do not control. The Chantry sees any mages not leashed to the Circle of Magi as apostates. And apostates could become maleficarum, evil mages that resort to blood magic and become demon-enslaved abominations. It may even be true. Still, those of us who prefer freedom see no reason to submit.
If I were a mage, I might think the same.
Thank you for small favors, then, at the very least. Enough of this talk. Let us return to the task at hand.
Waiting for that to disappear so I know I don't lose any respect for Morgan.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to discuss something personal.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Never mind. Yeah, no, I need to get more gifts and stuff built up. Let's go to Denham so I can rob the place.
Yes.
Taking you,
Indeed.
taking Liliana, and taking Good Boy. Actually, yes, taking Alistair. Just because. To Denham.
You have coin, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, old Tegrin can give you a discount. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
What's going on in
There's two
Orzammar?
things I'm here for. Travel or trade. Understand?
Alright, let's see this discount of yours. Good boy, let's see what you can find. You see anything interesting? Aha! One can never have too many pairs of pantaloons. Good boy.
All men are the work of our Maker's hands, from the lowest slave to the highest...
The deep dark, the deep... Dark before dawn's first light seems eternal.
Going.
But know that the sun always rises.
By the Maker.
Those who bring ham.
Try not to scare too many people.
Puppy!
Where are your mother and father?
Puppy!
No, you can't keep him. Right, time to talk to Slim Cauldry.
Hello there, Warden. I'm a friend. I've heard you're putting up the good fight against Loghain and Howe, right? Good for you. Make us spit on all those arrogant noble bastards. I've also heard you have certain skills. Skills of the street, you might say. No judgments here, mate. I want to help you.
How did you know I'm a warden?
Your likeness has been shown to some of the guards. Managed to get a peek at it myself. The name is Slim Cauldry, and if you've heard of me, I've been doing a sad job of it, haven't I? I hear a great many things, and for those who view certain pesky laws as mere nuisances, there's some ripe fruit to be plucked out there. I can point the way. All I ask is for a little slice for myself.
And what will you do with your cut?
My share goes to a good cause. The poor. My family. I've got 15 cousins. 15! Can you imagine? My uncle must walk around with a permanent bulge. It's disturbing, that is.
Tell me more. I'm interested.
Well, one of my mates noticed your skills. Nice piece of work, that. Uncommon caliber, if you don't mind me saying. But I need to know what else you can do. Ever done bump and grabs? Do much blending in shadows? Different opportunities for different folk, you know.
I want to know about it all.
Oh, you're multi-talented, are you? Don't get much of that in these parts. Since the guard'll hang or skewer you if you get caught, it makes advancement dicey. Now that we have that settled, just ask away. One point. I don't like blood much. Call me old-fashioned, but the Maker says thou shalt not strangle, decapitate or whatnot unless the other fella really had it coming, eh? I realise sometimes you do what you have to, but restrained, right? So, what are you interested in?
You have a mark for me?
I've got one. Should be easy pickings. 50 silver.
Sure.
A lady's maid is in the marketplace. She's wearing bright green. Should be easy to spot. She's got a purse with some of her mistress's ill-gotten gems. Just relieve her of her purse, and then we both come out ahead. Good luck, Warden. You're back, eh?
And the breaking and
No
entering?
luck yet, eh? Keep trying.
Any good places to mark to break
I've got
into?
a place for you. Should be easy money for you. It'll cost 1 sovereign, though.
Sure.
Lady Sophie is an intimate of Al Howe. Real intimate.
Oh.
She's visiting the country, because that's what rich folk do when the whole bloody kingdom's in danger. Sorry, they just get me so angry. Her room in the Nord Noble Tavern is unattended. That means her valuables are just there for the taking. You've got the tavern staff to worry about, plus she has hired a guard. A very overworked, tired and bored guard, though. Just be careful and you should be fine. Good luck.
I bought a confection of spun sugar here once. It got stuck in my hair. Made it hard to come out, but it was very tasty for a few days.
You ate cotton candy that got stuck to your hair over a course of days. Okay, people are crazy.
You here to report another crime? I swear we should just cordon off the entire district. Oh, can I help you, Warden?
How do you know who I am?
Your likeness was passed around to the senior guardsman at the palace. I must say, the sketch didn't do you much justice. Don't worry, even if I believed the official story of what happened at Ostagar, I'm no fool. If I asked my men to apprehend you, they'd all run and cry big sobby tears in their courtesans' bosoms and leave me all alone to be skewered. Don't disturb the peace in the market, and that's well enough for me.
Is Market District really
The
that
lower
bad?
market isn't deemed important by the captain of the guard, even less with Al Howe in charge. So when I finally get the new men I request, I get the delightful surprise of discovering their Lord Such-and-Such's illegitimate, untrained, moronic whelps. But lords keep sending me more of them. It's decent pay, no expectations, a uniform. So I have a legion of bastards to protect the market from pickpockets, stabbings, and whatnot. And Al Howe's specially picked men are the worst of the lot.
The Earl and I have a rich history. Tell me about his men.
With the bastards, I just have to worry about dicing, the odd bit of drool, or yelling at them too loudly and hurting their poor feelings, and then getting chewed out by their noble fathers. But I swear, the Arl's men are more criminal than the miscreants we occasionally arrest. Some of them are the criminals we have to arrest. So if your lifeblood isn't draining in the gutters as we speak, don't bother reporting it.
Do you need any help?
What? You're serious? I mean, yes, I could use help. I've got a pretty popular establishment that's crawling with mercenaries. If I send my boys in, someone might get, maker forbid, hurt, and I'll have to explain to their noble fathers that being a guard is actually dangerous.
What do you need me to do?
The name of the whorehouse is the Pearl. Beat down any mercenaries that are out of line and send them a message. I said beat down, not kill. Let me make that really clear. Not on fire, or exploded, or make a nose, whatever type of grisly death you can dream up. Sorry. Used to giving orders to my boys. Just leave them breathing and I'll be happy.
Sign me up, Sergeant.
Thank you, Warden. Happy hunting.
I want to get close to the house so I can stab it. Can you arrange that, Sarge? Who am I kidding? He can't. But if I can undermine his power in Denerim...
You're the Grey Warden, aren't you? Exactly who I was hoping to meet. I represent a collective of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the Chantry.
Okay, how does everybody know who I am in this city?
Next to me, and in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone skillful and discreet.
I'll take a look.
Thank you, my friend. We have agents in every major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Make us smile upon you.
And stealth.
I recognize you. From Ostagar. And trust his blood. You're a Grey Warden. Duncan's apprentice. You killed my friend. And good King Cailan. I demand satisfaction, sir.
Satisfaction?
An uncommon traitor deserves no common death. We will meet on the field of honor, and my blade shall see justice done. Meet me in the back alley behind the Nod Noble Tavern. There we will duel.
Logan's charges against the Wardens are false.
So you would compound slander on top of treason? You dare smear Terran Logain's word?
Use your wits. The warden would never help the darkspawn.
Do not try to worm your way out of it, traitor. In the back alley, we will duel.
Fine, you'll die. Time to kill an idiot.
Are you ready? I am no savage. I would not take advantage of you.
Will nothing convince you to stop?
Nothing at all, sir. I am honor-bound to kill you now.
Alright.
May the Divine look after you, sir. You've held yourself with honor. Begin.
Huh.
Wolf. Fool could have left well enough alone.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. Won't find better.
Turn your attention elsewhere. My business does not concern you. Thank you and farewell.
No, no.
Warden, one lady's maid groped and pilfered. At least that's how I'd like to imagine it happened. You want something else?
You have mark
got
for
one.
me?
Better than the last. 1 sovereign. I thought you might like this one. Sir Nancine has a fancy and expensive sword. Paid for courtesy of her oppressive taxes on her lands. She's going to be at the wonders of Thedas soon, no doubt figuring new ways to kick her peasants where it hurts. This swipe will be tougher. She's got good eyes, and stealing a sword from a scabbard isn't easy. If you can blend in shadows, that might help. Good hunting to you, Warden.
Alright, well, I'm going to do a couple other things before moving on. Like talking to Heren
Just
and
how
Master
smart
Wade.
Bar is supposed to be, anyway.
It's done.
You think
Naturally.
they understand everything we say?
Welcome, friends. Welcome to Wade's Emporium. We have the finest armors in Denerim, maybe in all of Ferelden. How may we assist you?
Tell me about
You're
Wade.
obviously not from around here. Wade is possibly the most brilliant armorsmith in all of Ferelden.
That's not true, Heren. The dwarves of Orzammar make the finest armors around. These piles of rust droppings you force me to make are worthless compared to their work. You never let me have the time, the materials to make something special.
Customers expect their armor in a timely fashion, not years late like the last time.
That happened once, just once, and you never let it drop.
Who's in charge here?
I am.
Wade owns the Emporium, but without expert assistance and, well, prodding, let's just say the Emporium has improved substantially with our partnership.
But I do miss the good old days. I could really take my time to make quality.
Oh, by all means, you can return to them. And to the gruel you used to fancy.
No. Sorry, Herin.
See what you got for sale. Nobody uses a bow anyway. Lifeblood I'm saving until somebody can wield it.
Over with.
What can I get you, stranger?
My shift's nearly over. Thank Andraste.
I don't think so.
I have been setting down in ink the tales of our exploits, and I have been thinking
It's
about
done,
ways to describe
naturally.
you. You are unlike any animal I have ever met. Almost human in your intelligence and understanding. So, let me see. You're loyal, yes? That one is obvious. Very, very clever. This is also obvious. You are terrifying when you have to be, but gentle and sweet as a dove at other times. And you are also playful. Sometimes. No? What is all this begging for food scraps then? Well, all right.
Not happening.
You're not gluttonous. You're just a lover of fine foods. How's that?
Alright. Now let's see if I can go steal this sword. Why would anybody want a sword stolen? Well, other than it being an expensive sword, I hope it's a good sword.
This weather is miserable.
Let me see how well that sword is.
Came at me. It's not my fault. Yeah, they got to learn not to mess with me. Us, right?
All men are the work of our maker's hand.
Well, here's hoping nobody gets sick from that.
Those who bring ham. I know the chant like the back of my hand.
Warden, rumours are flying about the break-in at the Nord Noble Tavern, and for some odd reason, no one feels too sorry for that milk cow, Lady Sophie. In regards to our other business, once Sir Nancine realises she's robbed, I bet she'll be furious. That's delicious. Truly well done. You have time for another?
Got a mark
I'm
for
glad
me?
you asked. It'll cost you 3 sovereigns. We're not
Sure.
stealing from a lass this time. We're stealing from Ban Derby. Master Tilver, the band silversmith, has been on holiday for the past couple of weeks, but he's in town for the day. All of his valuable, expensive goods are locked up tight, but he has the key. He's got 2 guards with him, not the cheap kind either. If you can get by them, you should be good. Luck to you, Warden. You're back, eh?
Oh.
No luck yet, eh? Keep trying.
Yep, someplace for me to
I
break
have a
into.
big opportunity for you. 4 sovereigns.
Sure.
Arl Howe uses a warehouse in the market district from time to time. Word is the Arl's been dipping into the city's treasury and discreetly moving silver bars to his estate in Highever. There's a fortune in that warehouse right now, and if you succeed here, Arl Howe gets a big black eye. But guards will be everywhere, not those half-assed dock guardsmen either. Generally, I'm opposed to killing, but these are the Arl's hand-picked hatchet men, and stealth's not really an option. So, good luck. I'm rooting for you.
His home in Highever. Oh, we're gonna have fun with this.
Dwarven. Welcome, welcome. We sell only the strongest dwarven steel, folded over 100 times in the forges of Orzammar. In times like this, surely your group could use some extra protection on the road.
Show me what you got.
Every piece comes with a stamp of assurance from my wife's father, the best smith in Denerim. Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. You won't find better.
What is it? I have work to do. All right.
Dwarven. Crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. You won't find better.
Another visitor in my store. Enjoy browsing my wares.
Sort of goods do you
My
have?
cousin and I have trade connections all along the seaways. We have furniture, silks, carvings, and much more. Caesar handles the trade stock. I handle other affairs.
What other affairs
Business
are those?
deals, meetings. Caesar makes it so I am free of the day-to-day concerns of our store.
You need any help?
No. Not yet. Perhaps one day. Luck be to
Very
you,
well.
Warden.
Okay, so...
Don't think so. Dwarven craft. Fine dwarven craft. Direct from Orzammar.
This reminds me of that time.
Are you daft?
Dwarven craft. Fine dwarven craft. Direct from Orzammar.
Uh.
Won't find better.
Sorry, the alley's occupied. You know him?
Well, no. No, I don't.
Whoever you are, back off now.
As there is but one.
Alright, so we will come back to Tovah later.
World, one life.
Let's go take care of that warehouse. Then I might be able to up my stealth ability. If I level up.
Dwarven
I
craft.
forgot that job at the Pearl. Fuck over hell first, then we deal with the mercenaries.
Time for new order death. And I'm off. Not enough.
Oh shit.
At full order. As you wish. Very well. As in me. As in you. Right.
Ah.
This part takes
I might want to rethink this when it reloads. Oh crap, load last save. How far back does it send me? Shit! Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna call it a night, and yeah. Fuck. Hope you enjoyed watching.